But I believe that if you can focus obsessively enough on customer experience, selection, ease of use, low prices, if you can do all of that, then I think you have a good chance.
Have you ever wondered how Amazon gets your packages to you so fast? Why is it that you can order a fancy Bluetooth speaker at midnight and it's at your doorstep the next morning? What I'm about to tell you isn't just about shipping, it's about power. It's about the silent hand of Amazon reaching into one of America's most trusted institutions, the United States Postal Service. How deep does this go? What's really at stake? Today, we're gonna open the envelope. Let's start from the top. The Postal Service has been around since the days of Benjamin Franklin and has always been a public service, something Americans can rely on. But as the world changed, the United States Postal Service remained the same, struggling to stay relevant in the digital age. And to no surprise to us all, Amazon exploded in popularity. They quickly realized something though. If they wanted to dominate the market, they needed to deliver faster than anyone else.
Starting this week, Amazon is teaming up with the U.S. Postal Service to make it all happen. Together, they'll deliver packages on Sunday.
They set their eyes on the old trusty Postal Service, who at the time was struggling financially. In 2013, Amazon struck a deal that seemed unusual. Suddenly, while you were enjoying your Sunday festivities, your postal carrier was out delivering packages just for Amazon, breaking decades of tradition. Think about that for a second. They changed their entire delivery schedule for one company. If you're asking why, well, that's exactly what we're about to uncover.
I'm focusing on those things that I think make Amazon unusual. Genuine customer obsession.
In the logistics world, there's something called the last mile. That final stretch from the distribution center to your front door. You may be thinking, okay, so Amazon just pays the Postal Service to deliver packages, right? Well, yes and no. They're just paying the Postal Service to cover the last mile, the hardest part of the job, where packages go from the local post office to your front door. Amazon will ship 90% of the way, then a handoff to USPS like a baton and a relay race would take place. Why? Because they're getting a discounted rate, a rate that other companies don't get. Why? Because Amazon was offering USPS a massive volume of packages, and with USPS having a massive army of mail carriers who already go door to door every day, USPS couldn't afford to say no. But there's more to it than that. Amazon is saving millions, maybe even billions, offloading the final leg of delivery to USPS. And sure, USPS gets revenue from Amazon, but the question is, who's really winning here?
The post office is losing billions of dollars, and the taxpayers are paying for that money because it delivers packages for Amazon at a very below cost.
Well, that revenue might not even cover the full cost of these deliveries. The experts say, after analyzing this structure, that USPS could be losing money on this deal. So if that's true, Amazon is saving a truckload of cash, while USPS is walking around with a hole in their pocket. Now, to understand the full impact, you need to know where USPS stands financially.
Our financial position is dire, stemming from substantial declines in mail volume, a broken business model, and a management strategy that has not adequately addressed these issues. As we have repeatedly stated, Congress and the Postal Regulatory Commission have long delayed much-needed legislative and regulatory reforms to help address the situation.
USPS has been bleeding money for years. We're talking about billions in losses. They are required by law to fund retiree benefits for the next 75 years, which is something no other business in America has to do. So when Amazon came along and said, hey, we'll give you tons of packages and help you cover your costs, USPS saw a lifeline. Amazon is not just any customer, okay? They are now the Postal Service's biggest customer. It's like having their only lifeline wrapped around their neck. Amazon's packages keep USPS going, but it also means USPS depends on Amazon. Some argue that USPS should charge Amazon more to help make up for those losses, because that level of dependency gives Amazon power, the kind of power that no company should have over a private government entity. They dictate the terms, they call the shots, and if they pull out, USPS would feel it immediately. In some cases, it's like a corporate hostage situation, but it gets even darker than that. Now, here's where things get wild. While USPS relies on Amazon more than ever, Amazon has been secretly building its own delivery network, its own fleet of trucks, planes, and drivers. So why make such a huge investment if they are supposedly happy with USPS? Because Amazon isn't planning on sticking around forever. And because of this partnership, some people say Amazon has an unfair advantage over competitors. Target, Walmart, they're paying higher rates for USPS delivery, which means they can't compete with Amazon's prices. They're using USPS to grow their reach. But once their delivery empire is big enough, they could just leave USPS in the dust. Think about that. They're using a government institution for its infrastructure, for its low rates, and once they don't need it anymore, they'll have their own monopoly over last mile delivery. And then who is left holding the bag? The people.
Some decisions are so consequential and so important and so hard to reverse that they really are one-way door decisions. You go in that door, you're not coming back. And those decisions have to be made very deliberately, very carefully. If you can think of yet another way to analyze the decision, you should slow down and do that.
I mean, if Amazon pulls out, USPS loses revenue, sure. And if USPS loses revenue, it's you and I who end up paying the price. How? With higher shipping costs, more USPS cuts, or maybe one day no postal service at all. What happens when Amazon controls all last mile delivery? Prices go up, competitors suffer, and small businesses are choked out, and we're the ones funding it.
What would America look like if the Postal Service went away?
I think it wouldn't look like America. Every single person across this country, we're delivering Social Security checks. We deliver medications. We deliver anything and everything, whether it is an absolute necessity or just something that you want.
The Amazon USPS partnership started out as a lifeline, but if you look closely, it's more like a long game, a game that could end with Amazon holding a monopoly over delivery in America and USPS. The Amazon USPS partnership is like a ticking time bomb, and when it blows, we could see massive consequences for online shopping, shipping costs, and the future of USPS. It's kind of genius and a little sinister, but while Amazon will be just fine, the Postal Service, that's a different story. So here's the big question. Should one of America's largest government services be this dependent on a single corporation? Should a private company get to dictate the terms for public infrastructure? And where does this leave us if Amazon decides to cut ties? This isn't just about Amazon or USPS. It's about the future of delivery in America. It's about corporate influence over government services. And it's about the costs we'll all end up paying if this goes on. Some call it smart business. Others call it exploitation. But what do you think? Is Amazon just playing the game, or is this a sign of something way bigger and way worse? I'm RippzMedia. And remember, always question the deal that seems too good to be true. I have a deal for you, as a matter of fact. Like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll make more videos like this for you. I also have a story that I want to share with you guys in the next video. There it is. See you guys later.